Once upon a time, about 10 years ago, a couple of creative kids met at a party in Chicago.
My roommate and I essentially crashed what we thought was going to be a big house party. It was actually kind of a more intimate gathering of people who knew each other.
His name is John. She calls him Davy. Her name is Sarah, and he calls her Benny. And since meeting at that party, they've moved from Chicago to Albany to Menorca, Spain. And now, 500,000 Instagram followers later, they live in a house bought with embroidery floss in Keene, New Hampshire.
I always, as a child, wanted to be an artist, but then the way it's shaped up has just sort of been circumstantial and naturally, organically has evolved the way that it is.
Sarah is a contemporary embroidery artist whose pieces are recognized and collected around the world.
My work, patterns and kits, and my original work is characterized by really bold colors and kind of drawing-driven embroidery, meaning I don't rely on a ton of different embroidery techniques. I really only use a few different stitches, but I combine those stitches in ways that I think are interesting.
Davy is a musician. He is also the second of the two employees of Sarah K. Benning Designs.
I think my official title is studio manager, which kind of means nothing and,
and everything
at the same time. Yeah.
Davy picks up all the pieces that I let drop on a daily basis.
Well, that's sort of the interesting thing I think about running your own business, is that you're like the CEO and janitor at the same time.
Partners in life, love, and business.
What I do now in the studio and what we do together in the studio is that I create one-of-a-kind artworks, and we run sort of DIY programs to inspire other people to try their hands at contemporary embroidery, both in the form of digital patterns and in full kits. And so I think our studio as a whole really blurs that line between sort of fine art and craft and what art even is.
Sarah never imagined that she would stitch a life built with thread.
I kind of found my way to stitching post-art school and post-college, and I actually turned to it as kind of a craft hobby outside of the world of fine art. I needed a break. And then my embroidery work kind of gained a following online, first on Etsy and then on Instagram, and it kind of evolved into my full-time job and eventually both of our full-time jobs, and now it's, I'd say solidly our career, which is great because it allows Davy flexibility to pursue his own creative stuff.
Davy's music has provided a soundtrack to their lives, changing, evolving, but ever present.
So this is my studio. This is where I write and record music. I've been writing pieces for a long time, but I just finished up a piano solo piece. I do a lot of guitar arrangements and things like that. You know, it's nice to have something to rest your arm on, I think.
Sarah leaves a trail of embroidery floss throughout their large and carefully curated home.
My work is kind of characterized by bold botanical elements, and I outline everything in black. And I do, the original works tend to be more complex and bigger, and feature interior scenes and figures. And I just started experimenting with working even a little bit larger.
Raising houseplants in every room and tacking masterpieces up with painter's tape.
I usually keep my finished work in this sort of vertical storage. Eventually, I think after a particularly harsh winter in Albany, our houseplants struggled, to be generous. We lost a bunch of them, and I started stitching houseplant memorial pieces as a way of kind of injecting more greenery into our home.
Her work has been featured on Martha Stewart, The Washington Post, The Wall Street Journal, and the list goes on.
I had reached a point where I was pretty much a one-person sweatshop. I had to have some stitching in my hands every second of the day that I was awake, because if I wasn't stitching, we weren't gonna be able to buy food.
That's when, in 2016, Sarah and Davey decided to start Sarah K. Benning DIY Kits.
And it was a way that we could make my work, you know, more accessible to more people.
Living, working, creating together in the same space can be taxing.
I think sometimes we have to make kind of a special effort to turn the business off,
Right.
And make time for each other and for ourselves independently.
But the spark that started at that Chicago house party 10 years ago has been woven into a life filled with art, love, and mutual admiration.
Even when we moved to Spain, you disassembled a guitar and packed it into your suitcase and brought it with you. And I really appreciate your dedication to it. No matter what our circumstances are, you make time for it.
It's always inspiring watching her work. I think it's just being around someone so driven, I think is really great.